Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here for another night of SCL auctions. See what happens tonight. Tonight, for the first time in probably about 4 or 5 months, I think it was. We have Robo back. We haven't had Robo, I believe, since February. So it's been a while. There's a few months there where I think we had Robo in the auctions like every month, but now it's been a while. So we'll see what kind of interest he brings. Tom Tropaz, welcome. Glad to have you here. We got. Sorry if that was noisy. We got a lot of good stuff, I feel, at the auction this week. I mean, not just the return of Robo. That's what this should have been called. I should have called this stream the return of Robo. Missed opportunity. Maybe next time. Let's talk Skylands. Well, let's talk Skylands. Or Skylanders, at least. So tonight's auctions, we have... we're back to our kind of normal distribution. Jindigo, welcome. While you're working. I like it. We got like 5 or so damaged figures. Although some of the damaged figures this week are kind of questionable. I mean, questionable in a good way. Like, are they actually damaged? We have Wildfire. Doesn't have a bid yet. He's missing his shield. He's definitely damaged. Griffin Park Observatory is damaged. I mean, it's missing the antenna. Honestly, though, if I didn't tell you it was missing the antenna, a lot of people wouldn't even notice that it was missing an antenna. So we'll see what happens there. That one does have a bid though for $7. So we'll see. Airstrike. I think same deal with Airstrike. If I didn't tell you his feather was missing, would you have even noticed his feather was missing? I don't know. I honestly believe that some people don't know there's supposed to be a feather coming out of the back of his head. I see this bit of damage quite often, actually. So we'll see how it goes. Neocortex. I literally put damage question mark on this one because he's not actually damaged. He's bent. Severely bent. To the point where he doesn't always like to stand up. But not actually damaged. And then the Eon's Elite Zook, which I just realized says Eon's Elite Book. Man, I should not set up these auctions late at night. So Eon's Elite Zook currently has a bid for $10. The Wii U game disc that's in the wrong case currently has a bid for $1. Noombox Lycor Hex, no bids. Quick Draw Rattleshake. Just a damaged box. Nothing wrong with the figure. $10 there. The Giants Battle Arena going for $12.50 right now. We have a few more Eon's Elite figures without the box. So they have the case and background and such, but not the box. We have Eon's Elite Dino Rang at $18. Eon's Elite Trigger Happy already at $25.50. Eon's Elite Ghost Roaster at $21. The Sky Stones, the complete set of Sky Stones at $20.50. Our Blackout at $76.50. And Robo does indeed have a bid at $250. So yes, Tom, Sky Stone's off to a great start again. Absolutely. For anybody wondering, last time we had a complete set of Sky Stones like this, I had all 4 of them there. It went for, I believe, $51. I think it was $51 for the complete set. So we got another complete set tonight, already up to $20. We'll see if it stays or if it goes. Let's see. Facebook Marketplace saw someone selling Outer Box Fire's Venture. Said it was easily worth $75. Yeah, people's idea of worth and value and all that stuff is funny sometimes. I mean, yes, it was originally $75 in stores, but is it worth $75 now? No, especially out of box. I mean, you put those pieces together. What do I sell them for? 3 characters, 99 cents each. Let's call it $1 a piece. So that's $3 for the figures. You got the portal. I sell it for $5. Cool. You're up to $8. The game I sell for SSA might only be like $5 probably. So we're up to $13. Even if you include like the poster and the stickers, which I don't know if that was, you know, included in that lot or not. I mean, you're looking at like 15, maybe $20. Like, yeah, no way that stuff is still worth 75. New in box in perfect condition, you can get a bit more for it, but still, I don't think you'd even get 75 for it. Tropaz, 1 a.m. Imaginators on Switch. I like it. I like it. Jinigo just got $200 worth of figures for $40. Congratulations. Those are always the best. I mean, if anybody hasn't checked it out yet, go check out what the Skylands latest video where they unbox a $60 lot. It is fabulous. Fabulous. Like better than the stuff I get. I mean, for $60, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, ooh, looking at other lots, maybe I'll get an email and or package from you. Jindigo, you have my attention. I'm curious. I'm curious. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's talk Skylands. I mean, I do have customers from the UK that use Stackery. Like I said, yeah, the postage isn't going to be cheap, but it is what it is. Greg, welcome. Nintendo nerd, welcome. Uh, Tropaz. The auctions are going right now. So like I don't actually like throw the auctions up on the screen, but if you go to sclauctions.com, you can see all the auctions over there. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're watching. Um, Part of the reason I don't put them up on screen is because there's a delay between real time and the stream here, and so that would be confusing. Because if you're watching the stream, like by the time the auction ends, by the time the auction ends on the stream, it would have already been over in real life. So that's part of the reason I don't put it up. Marshall, unfortunately, there isn't a best place to find Imaginators on Switch. It's really hard to find, period. I would say, I mean, keep an eye on your used game stores. I mean, I keep hearing about people finding it at GameStop for $20. Like, if you get lucky, you might be able to find it there at a GameStop. Otherwise, it's just when someone's selling one online, and it's probably not going to be cheap. Like you're looking at $100 plus. They just didn't make a whole ton of copies, I think, and the people that have it are keeping it for the most part. Thank you, Marshall. I'm glad you and Opal are enjoying everything here. Troy, Pi Magna, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Ooh, Pi Magna, what Lego are you building? Always curious about that. Is it a new one or an old one, or what are you into these days? Let's talk Skylanders. My opinion on NFC cards or Skylanders NFC cards. I stay away from them as much as I can. Um, they're at best a gray area. They are in. They're most likely illegal. Um, once people start selling them, like I mean, I've heard all the arguments. I'm just using it to back up my own characters and all that type of stuff. But then as soon as people start selling those cards, that's no, no. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch it at all. I will never buy them. I will never sell them, unless I mean, well, the only way I would be selling NFC cards is if Activision came out or Microsoft now came out with new Skylanders content in the form of NFC cards. But no, I'm not going to touch the other ones. Ninjago Zane's Titan Mech. I'm not super familiar with the Ninjago stuff, but I know it all looks pretty cool. So that's fun. Muted Lime. I don't ship directly to Australia, but I do have international customers. The problem is it's very, very expensive. I believe for Australia, the minimum shipping cost is going to be $25 to get a package down there. So even just to send you one figure, I'd have to pay a minimum $25 shipping, which I would have to charge you, which, like I said, when all is said and done, it usually means it's not worth buying from me. Like, if you want a $5 figure, you're not going to pay $30 for it. But if you are willing to pay those fees, there are ways to do it. My recommendation still stands at being Stackery. I believe they do everything worldwide, but Stackery.com. If you don't want to use them, you can look up other freight forwarders. I know people use other companies as well, but that's the easiest way to go about it. And like I said, with as few international customers that are actually willing to pay the shipping costs, it doesn't make sense for me to set up systems for that because I would have to go through and set up individual shipping for each of hundreds of countries and each different weight class, and then I would actually have to figure out what figures weigh different amounts, and it gets messy real fast. Is what it comes down to. So there is a way to do it, and that's probably the way I'm going to keep it for now. DJ Digby, welcome. Big Gulp. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see y'all here. Ooh, definitely going to be bidding on some items tonight. Glad to hear that. Speaking of items, let's go take a look at these items again. We are about 17 minutes away from the first item ending, which tonight, what is the first item? First item is the Noombox Lightcore Hex, which does have a bid now at $5. So we got that going there. 735 is going to be that Quick Draw Rattleshake. I mean, come on. The best in-game variant ever. How can you not bid on that? I mean, I suppose if you already have one, I'll give you a pass. But if you don't have this figure, you absolutely, absolutely should be getting your hands on this figure tonight. Well, at least one person should. I can't give it to more people. 740 is going to be that Skylanders Giants Battle Arena, which is up to $14 there. 745 is going to be our Sky Stones, the complete set of Sky Stones. So currently sitting at $20.50. 750 is going to be that Blackout in the damaged box. So that's at $76.50. And then 755 is going to be everything else, including our damaged figures. A few more of these have bids now. So Wildfire's at $5. Griffin Park Observatory is at $7. Airstrike and Cortex do not have bids yet. So our Imaginators do not have bids yet. Eon's Elite Zook that has a little extra paint on it there, currently going for $10. The Wii U Trap Team game disc, Wii U Trap Team. It's in the wrong case. That's why it's at auction here. There's nothing wrong with the disc itself. It's just in the wrong case. I mean, it's even in a Trap Team case, but it's the Trap Team for Wii. So it's not the Wii U case that came with it. In any case, that's currently going for $1. Then we have the Eon's Elite figures without the boxes. So Dino Rang's at 18, Trigger Happy's at 25.50, and Ghost Roaster's at 21. And then our big item of the night, of course, is the return of Robo. So Robo's at 250, minimum bid there. We'll see how he does, see how Blackout does, see who wins this battle. But that's what we're at now. Now we're down to 14 minutes until that Light Core Hex ends. All right. Digby, I wish. Stackery and Mountain Dew sponsorships. If anyone has contacts, let me know. What's the best way to get Imaginite chest and grind XP on Imaginators? So one of the best ways to grind XP, honestly, is, well, okay. Are you grinding for standard characters or actual Imaginators, like the creation crystals? Because the method I like, especially for a leveled up Imaginator, is to go into the final chaos battle. So you go in the final chaos battle, you can beat them up real quick, and then you pop out, and there's right on that chaos island, there's a cave that you have to blow up the entrance to. So there's a barrel of dynamite there. You drag it over, open the cave, and inside is one of those XP orbs. So grab that, then go beat up chaos again. When you come back, the cave with the XP orb is reset. So that's the place I get the most recommendations for grinding XP. The best way to get Imaginite chests, I mean, just make sure you collect them every time you go through levels and stuff. I mean, I don't have a better way, really. Maybe somebody else does. I mean, the way I do it nowadays is I buy all these lots and then I get the chests from the from the characters. But I mean, when you go back to the map too, keep in mind, like, you can always go down into the well. You can blow up the well. There's some chests down there, I think. There's. Do you get any out of the arena? Do you get Imaginate chests? Because you get a lot of XP out of that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Pi Magna, I mean, you can't add a link here, so even if I appreciate you, I don't mind you mentioning your website. Like I said, if you want to mention it once or twice a week, that's fine. Go for it. Let people know where you're at, what you're up to. Got to get the word out somehow. Jinico, do I have any tips for haggling down lots? I mean, it really depends where the seller is at and how desperate they are to get rid of the lot. If they're way overpriced, sometimes it helps if you kind of point out that, like, there's a bunch of starter pack figures in here, or these figures are common, or I mean, you can even use my site as a reference if they really do have things overpriced. See, like, this guy's only selling these for $5. But sometimes, I mean, it can be hard when you're just across the internet, messaging back and forth, and people aren't always necessarily motivated to sell. Sometimes they think if they wait long enough, they'll get the price they're asking for, which isn't always true. But that's what's going through their mind. Um, but more often than not, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I have any good tips really. I'll have to consciously think about that when I'm working on talking with people. um, yeah, I've never really considered that. Like, what do I do to bring prices down? And Tom, yes, that is a Blue Moon shirt, specifically Belgian white. But yeah, not my favorite beer by any means, but I drink it if it's there. Ooh, Troy, just completed your Swap Force collection today. Yes. All in-game characters and in-game variants. Congratulations. Completing those collections within a collection are always super exciting, I think. Little milestones along the way. Best in-game variant, King Cobra Kadabra. I'm not going to argue with that one. He's definitely up there for me. I mean, definitely top 5, I think, maybe even top 3. Like, yeah, King Cobra Kadabra is awesome. Absolutely awesome as well. I like the snakes. Have you noticed? Rattleshake, Cobra Kadabra. They're good stuff. Granite Crusher, not bad either. For sure. But Quick Draw is top. Top of the list. Top of my list. Um Advertising website is your kryptonite. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Wait, you should take after me? Like you're gonna open a Lego store? Has anyone ever tried like streaming the building of a Lego set? Like, would that gather an audience at all? Is that worth it? I've never looked into Lego streamers. I don't know what they do. Marshall, my top tier Skylander camo. I mean, camo is my number one overall. But then it goes into a lot of undead guys. That's how we determine my favorite element is undead. Rattleshake, shortcut. Love those guys. Popthorn's king. Wait a minute, what is it? Popthorn, Nightlight. I mean, Nightlight's okay. He hits hard. That's great. But Hoot Buckler. You see, I don't tend to mess around with the actual swaps because most of the time I feel the best combination is the one they made of the original character. Like it's a fun gimmick to swap them, but I don't necessarily feel it makes better characters. Um, it make characters you enjoy more, and I suppose, but I don't know that it necessarily makes better characters. I feel the top and bottom that they put together originally usually complement themselves better. Um, Big Gulp. Anyone know places to find Skylanders in Baltimore? I have not. I mean, I have my list here of suggestions people have given me, but I don't have anything near Baltimore. Have one in Pittsburgh, South Carolina. That's not really near Baltimore. Um, But yeah, I want to make it out that way eventually. I think I think I might give myself a self-imposed goal of purchasing Skylanders from every state. Like I'm gonna keep taking these road trips, Skylanders hunting road trips. I might try to buy Skylanders in every state. Found an open Giants Wii box. Not sure if they have cards and stickers. I don't do well with box goods, Jindigo. That's really not my forte. Um, if Greg's still here, he might have a better idea. Although, like open box, like I feel open box already just devalues it so much, and almost makes it the equivalent of just the parts inside. As soon as you break that seal, I don't know. That's kind of my thought process on it. But like I said, I'm not really an inbox collector, so I'm not collecting the box itself. You should take after me how I handle my social media. Oof. I I feel I have a lot of work to do with my social media. I don't think it's that great. But I guess it would be a step in the right direction if you're not doing anything. Troy, yes, Royal Double Trouble is absolutely another one. Quick Draw Rattle Shake, good job. Good choice. But yeah, Royal Double Trouble, King Cobra Cadabra, Quick Draw. Like those got to be top 3. Granite Crusher is probably up there too. Would I ever do a tier list in my rankings? I maybe. Maybe. I'm not a big fan of tier lists, honestly. Like I would if I'm going to take the time to do it, I would just rather rank them all. But we'll see. Do I have any Georgia shop recommendations? I don't at this moment. I know some people down in Georgia though. I might be able to get some recommendations. Or are any of my Georgia friends in the chat tonight? Um, we'll see. Okay. Live building is quite common. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you got to use it as background for discussing with chat. I mean, kind of like I do with the auctions. The auctions is background for just hanging out with you guys. But speaking of the auctions, we're 2 minutes away from the end of our first auction. So let's take a look at these again. Lightcore Hex, that new inbox Lightcore Hex is the first one to end in 2 minutes. Currently at the $5 there, and then 735, just 7 minutes away, is that quick draw rattle shake, only at $10 right now. So keep an eye on those. Has anything else really changed? I think everything else is looking to be the same. I think everything else is the same. We still need bids for Airstrike and Cortex. Those are our only 2 items without bids yet. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, Pi Magna, you're welcome for the Legos. I'm glad they arrived. I'm glad they got sent in the right order. What's in South Carolina? South Carolina, I have. Where's my South Carolina? I have a recommendation for Lexington, South Carolina, old school player video games. I know nothing else about it. That was just the name of a shop that someone gave me last time I was streaming and asked for recommendations. So Lexington, South Carolina, old school player video games. That's all I know. What game do you think had the best packaging? I'm a little bit torn. I really like the Trapmaster packaging. I like the clear packaging there. You get the 360 view. You can see the entire figure. Get the light going through the package and make them shine a little bit more. So I thought that was really good. But maybe overall, I might have to go with the Imaginators packaging. Like I loved the artwork on the boxes. Like I'm just gonna like there's little things I like about all of them, right? Well, not all of them. I mean the Giants packaging was pretty dull. They might be at the bottom. Um, Supercharges as well. Nothing real special about that. But yeah, the Trapmaster packaging is cool. Imaginators artwork. Um, like Spyro's Adventure, the packaging at least had some character to it, right? Like that's it wasn't as, straight edged as the Giant stuff. It wasn't even the plastic bubble. It wasn't just a straight up bubble. It had like the extra where it said Spyro's Adventure was like raised as well. It actually had some character back in the day. Mr. Sandsman, NIB is new in box. New in box. That's all it is. So it's a good thing. But yeah, NIB is new in box. Tropaz, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Troy, what is this? Kentucky and Indiana. You have luck at Mega Replay. I am writing that down because I drive through. When I go down to Florida a couple times a year, I drive through Indiana and Kentucky. So even if they're not located anywhere else, I can definitely stop by on that trip. I'll be going down to Florida again in September. So I do have that trip coming up eventually. Okay, but we are past 7:30. What happened with this? Ended at $5. All right. So Lightcore Hacks goes for 5. We have Quick Draw Rattleshake in that damaged box there, currently going for 10, ends in about 2 minutes. And then at 7:40, that Giants Battle Arena display, currently going for 14. So that ends in 7 minutes. And then 7:45 is going to be the Sky Stones, that complete set of Sky Stones, currently at $20.50. And then shortly after that, we'll have Blackout in the damage box at $76.50. So we'll see how that goes. Destroyer got an insane Facebook Marketplace, arrived today. Awesome. Yeah, Wildstorm, Sensei's, Xbox One Portal. Nice. Great stuff. Does GameStop commonly have Skylanders? They used to, but I haven't seen Skylanders at GameStop in years. Yeah, I would be very interested if anybody has seen them at GameStop recently, but I think they stopped buying them. I think they stopped selling them. So yeah, I don't think that's a possibility anymore. Unfortunately, I mean they'll have the games, but they won't have the figures. Greg loves Blue Moon too. Yeah. Do 7:35. Something's ending. Quick Draw Rattleshake. How you doing? Best in-game variant is in overtime. That's what I like to see. All right, for anybody who may be new here, who hasn't seen this before, we have soft close auctions here. No sniping like on eBay. Any auction where someone places a bid within the last minute of the auction, that's actually going to add another minute to the timer. So everybody can get all the bids in that they want. Um, and so that is what happened here with Quick Draw Rattleshake. Someone placed a bid within the last minute, extended the timer by another minute there. And Quick Draw Rattleshake is currently at $13 in its first round of overtime. So we'll see how long that lasts. And it looks like we're into second overtime, up to 1450. 1450. We're still going on that Quick Draw Rattleshake. But keep in mind then, we have that Giants Battle Arena ending in 3 minutes or 4 minutes, excuse me. Currently going for $14. But if this quick draw keeps going in overtime, don't want to forget about that one. Trap Team had the best packaging. Yeah, but Trap Team had the best. I mean, they had the most different kind of figures, and they had different type of package for every type of figure. It was kind of cool, actually. I think. So yeah, maybe overall Trap Team would win that conversation. Uh, let's talk Skylines. Yes, I've heard CEX in the UK is great. I wish we had them over here. The fact that they still buy and sell, like, it's great. Great, great, great. Um, small shop, underway floor, games for less in Tallahassee. Okay. Tallahassee. Man, I haven't been out that way in a while. What was it? Games for less. Yeah, I don't care about the size of the shop at all. I mean, I love supporting small businesses. So if they have Skylanders, yeah, out of box bundle, awesome. Logan, I mean, what interested me in Skylanders in the beginning, honestly, it was the type of game that I like to play. Simple, relaxed, kind of. It's not quite a platformer. I tend to like platformers, um, but this worked. But the bright colors, that's why I like games like Knack that have a brighter color scheme than say a game like I don't even know a good example because I don't play those games. Um, but my point being, if a game is brightly colored, there's a better chance that I'm gonna like it rather than a darker game, like physically darker game. Um, keeps me interested all the way up to now, the community, because I launched this website, Skylanders character list back in beginning of 2013, coming up on 10 years, and the fact that kind of built up a community around the site keep me coming back. Like I literally left Skylanders for 4 years and I came back because I noticed that my site was still being used on a regular basis and I wanted to find out why. So I came back and I'm a collector at heart. So that was the other thing that kind of got me with Skylanders is I love collecting things. I've always loved collecting things. And so um this definitely has that aspect. And once I was able to help other people complete their collections, like that's why people were still here. That's why people were still hanging around Skylanders is they were collecting. And I knew I could help them with that. So um do, 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 do. Nightcrawler, you're camping? Man. Oh, Nightcrawler equals obsession. I think you did tell us you were going to be camping. Well, I hope you have fun with that. I'm glad you have a signal wherever you are. Ooh, you saw Skylanders at GameStop in February 2020. Clearance air creation crystal. So, I mean, was that new in box? Was that something they just found in the back room somewhere, fell through the cracks, and they put it out on the shelf then? I'm guessing that's what it was. Quick Draw Rattleshake's done. Let's check this out because I think our next one's done too. So Quick Draw Rattleshake goes for 1550 and the Battle Arena went for 14. Well done, folks. Quick Draw Rattleshake is worth more than the Battle Arena. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Gin to go. That Battle Arena is super cool for whoever's getting it. I've sold a few of those now. And yeah, they always seem to uh garner a lot of interest. Multiple bids from multiple people. So happy to see that. But we are now 4 minutes away from 7:45, and we're looking at those sky stones, which are creeping up there again. So the complete set of sky stones. Last time we were here, last time we had a full set, went for $51. This time they're already halfway there at 25.50, literally halfway to 51. We're at 25.50. So we'll see if they go for a little bit less this time, stick around that range, or if they're gonna keep going up over the course of the next 4 minutes. Then we have 750, so 9 minutes away from Blackout in that damaged box. Currently going for 76.50. Whether you want them in the box or you just want Blackout, here's an opportunity. You don't have to rush over to the shop update and hope you're the first one to click on that buy button. This is your opportunity to get him here. Maybe a little bit more expensive, but he's there. Anyway, 755. After that, we get Wildfire at $5, Griffin Park Observatory at 7. Airstrike and Cortex still have no bids. Airstrike and Cortex, no bids. Eon's Elite Zook at $10. The Wii U Trap Team disc still only at $1. Then our Eon's Elite figures. Dino Ring at 18, Trigger Happy at 25.50, Ghost Roaster at 21. And then Robo. We'll see if he has any competition. Currently at 250. See if someone walks away with a cheap Robo, or if we get some competition in there. But time will tell on those stories. You would classify Skylanders as platform beat 'em up. Like the early games, I have a hard time calling them platforms because you couldn't jump, right? And that's like the goal of a platform is jumping from platform to platform. Now, I mean, yeah, they did have different platforms, and yes, we had jump pads, or bounce pads, whatever you want to call them. But I always felt, those pads generally like pushed you in the right direction. So it is what it is. Amiibo, Disney Infinity, or Lego Dimensions? Absolutely Lego Dimensions. No question about it. Amiibo don't do anything. Disney Infinity was all about the toy box. Yeah. Lego Dimensions to me was the only worthwhile game. Plus, it's Legos. Who doesn't want that? Ooh, Mr. Sandsman won the Rattleshake. Nice. Congratulations. Neon Pink, is the Wii version of Giants better than the 3DS? Better? I don't know. Different? Yes. Like, anybody in chat there have that's played both the Wii and 3DS versions of Giants? Do you have an opinion which one's better? Or is one better? Are they about the same? I mean, I think they're both enjoyable. It's just yeah. I mean, I usually prefer the console games, but that's just because they're on a console. and I don't play my 3DS as often. Sky Stones into overtime, currently at $41. Sky Stones are going crazy, man. Destroyer, what are the Sky Stones? Just like cards? Yeah. So these were, I mean, if you're familiar with Sky Stones in the game, you're supposed to be able to play that game with them. But yeah, they're literally like little I think like 2 inch by 2 inch cards that came in a cereal box. You could collect 4 different sets of them, and we have these 4 sets here. They're unopened, still in the original packaging. But yeah, if you would open them up, there's a little cardboard box, and you open up the cardboard box, and there's a set of little cards, and you can play against a friend if they have another set of them. So I mean, if you buy this complete set here, you'd have 4 different decks of cards that you could play with, and you could play Sky Stones in theory. So yeah, it's a little game that's supposed to mimic the card game that you play in the Skylanders game, actually. But yeah, they're just cards. Yeah, Sky Stone's going up fast. Are they still going up? Up to 42. Up to 42. So, while the Sky Stones are still going at it, don't forget, Blackout's about to end as well. We're 4 minutes away from Blackout. Don't let those Sky Stones distract you. Um, do, do, do. Pi Magnet, I knew you'd pick Lego Dimensions. It'd be weird if you didn't. Yeah, you can actually play Sky Stones. Absolutely. What cereals were the Sky Stones in? I don't remember all of them. They were, well, it must have been General Mills. Because I think there was like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and was it like Cheerios or I don't remember all the. I'd have to go back and look at the. I probably wrote an article about them when they were out. Um, but ooh, Sky Stones are done. So I mean, they ended at 42. There we go. Sky Stones go for $42 tonight. $42. Congratulations. Another well fought battle. Maybe you can challenge someone to play in the game Sky Stones. All right. We got Blackout coming up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes for Blackout, 76.50. And then everything else. Ooh, we got bids on everything now. Awesome. So the Damaged Wildfire at $5, Griffin Park Observatory at 7, Airstrike at 8, Cortex at 6, Eon's Lead Zook at 10, the Trap Team Wii U game disc at $1. We got Eon's Elite figures in the cases without the boxes. Dino Rang at 18, Trigger Happy at 25.50, and Ghost Roaster at 21. And then at 8 o'clock, of course, we will have Robo still sitting at 250. Still sitting at 250. Ooh, 3DS opinions. 3DS version isn't your favorite. Wii Giants is probably better, though they're both good, but they're very different. Exactly. Like they're very different games for sure. Yeah, 3DS Swap Force is where it steps up. I can see that. Yeah, especially compared to the Wii. It was so weird. Ooh, Pie Magnet, thank you. Honey Nut Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's Puffs, Cookie Crisp, and Tricks. Yeah. So I got all mine out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm pretty sure I did, at least. I think that was the first cereal I found them in at the store, and so I just bought like 6 boxes of it to make sure I could get uh all 4 different ones, hopefully. I'm pretty sure I did within those boxes. I don't think I had to go back and buy more. But yeah, Skystones. I still want a better game of Skystones. I mean, this is fun. This is cool, and it's nice that it's official. But um, I want like actual Skystones. That's what I'd be hoping for. But all right, Blackout completes on time. It looks like at $77. $77. There you go. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Favorite cereals crave as unhealthy as it may be. You think cinnamon toast crunch isn't healthy by any means. I mean, it's seriously, it's cinnamon and sugar. That's literally all it is. Why are Skylanders getting cheaper? I thought they'd be getting more expensive. What's getting cheaper? What Skylanders getting cheaper? I mean, some of them are getting more expensive, but ones like starter pack figures that are just everywhere. I mean, there's I don't know how many figures they made. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. I don't know if they made millions. But even say made 1 million starter packs. Like if there's a million Gil Grunts out there, there's not a million people playing the game right now, I don't think. So, I mean, there's more supply than demand, so they're cheap. If we get an announcement of a new Skylanders game, I think, everything skyrockets. Um Chatterbug, congratulations. Your sister got married. That's always fun. If you bought and got 4 Skystones card, the next 4 would be the same as the first ones. Um, yes. So there are 4 different boxes of Skystones. Each one has a different character on it. So there's the Wildfire, Snapshot, Crypt King, and Wallop boxes, and the contents of each of those boxes is identical, if that makes sense. Uh, so yeah, if you have all 4 of them, you don't need to buy any more. Yeah, I think that's what you're asking. Yeah, Pi Magna, you need them cheaper for your Ninja Stealth House. I get it. Like Wildfire. I mean, yeah, Wildfire's cheaper maybe than original retail price, but uh, is he actually getting cheaper? I mean, I think I've raised my price on him since opening the shop a year ago. I don't think I've lowered it. Maybe I was just way underpriced, but um, yeah, I mean, it's all just going to be supply and demand, really. Epic Legend. Wait, Chatterbug is that true? Did he really marry your sister? Yeah, Troy. I mean, Trap Team and Imaginators are definitely the most expensive. Um, and depending which figures, like I said, there's like a subset of rare figures from just about every game that keep going up in price, kind of. Um, yeah. Hmm. Got cheaper at CEX. I mean, maybe they just have too many in their supply. So for them locally, their supply exceeded the demand, so they bring the price down. Whereas for me right now, I mean, the supply, I'm constantly selling out of Trap Masters. So my supply is underneath the demand, and therefore prices stay the same or go up. All right. We're at 7:55. A bunch of stuff ended here. So Wildfire went for 5, Griffin Park went for 7, Airstrike went for 8, Cortex went for 6, Ian's Lead Zook at 10. The Game Disc went for $1. Whoa. Eon's Elite figures. So Ghost Roaster ended at 21. Trigger Happy ended at 25.50. Dino Rang got some last minute competition. There is in overtime now, double overtime. Currently at $29. Like that feels like that's the last one someone needs for their collection or something. Now up to $30. All right, all right. We're in double overtime there. $30 Eon's Elite Dino Rang. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Jindigo, I love to see how Skylanders prices rise and fall throughout the year. Like stocks. Oh man. Well, there's your new your new numbers to track. Figure out whenever I change prices. Yeah. Let's see. Dino Rang, how you doing? Dino Rang ends at 30. Awesome, awesome. And Robo starts his ascent. So we do have a competitor for Robo here. We're currently at 275.50. 275.50. So we'll see if that lasts for someone or if we're going to keep climbing up. We got 3 minutes to go. Epic Legend. I mean, I understand being afraid to buy Skylanders online. I would hope you could trust my site. I mean, I'm here. I'm talking to you. You can get recommendations from probably more than 50% of the folks in the chat have purchased from me. Everything in the shop should be considered used out of box. You can get some new unbox things here at the auction sometimes, whether at the private auctions on Thursdays or the public auctions on Fridays. Depends what you're looking for. But if something goes wrong, we'll make sure we make it right. Like I'm a small business. Used to be a one-man business. Now we're a two-person business. Got Jillian, my shipping manager, working with me. And she knows how to handle Skylanders, so. Verification moment. Yeah. Yeah. Is anyone gonna anyone gonna vouch for me here? That I'm a legitimate seller. You can trust me, huh? Everybody's gonna leave me now. All right. Robo, how you doing? 284.50. 284.50. With 1 minute to go. Will Robo go into overtime? Thanks, Epic. You trust me. Good to know. I like that. Excellent shipping, very responsive. Orders always matched or exceeded expectations. Awesome. Plus, there's Jillian's drawings, so you know it's good. Yes. All right. Robo, where you at? There we go. Robo ends at 284.50. 284.50. No overtime tonight for the big man. All right. 284. We got it. Savage Ninja picked up Blackout. Nice. I mean, a lot of people like him. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. That first round of dark characters, I'm not really a big fan of Blackout. I'm not really even a big fan of Nightmare. Uh, but in later games in Superchargers and Imaginators, dark characters take a step up, I feel. I think Nightfall's great. I think Starcast, Hoodsickle, great stuff to go there. All right. Tarnished Warrior, my favorite game, Spyro's Adventure. Gotta go with the original there. Always go with the original. All right. That is all we have for this week at the auctions. Everything ended pretty quickly. We got a few overtimes in there, but good run overall, I think. So, reminder for anybody that might be planning on shopping tomorrow. So we'll have the video preview shop preview video up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, Central Time. The update itself, I'm gonna try to still get it up around 1, but we are doing inventory at the shop tomorrow, and I need to complete inventory before the update. So if the update's a little bit late, that's why. There will be a note on the site about it that we're doing inventory. So if we go over, that is why. I will, of course, tweet out whenever the update does go through. So you can either just watch out for that or however you want to do it. The other thing I will note is that I'm going to be going out of town again next week. So next week's schedule will probably be a little bit off. I'll try to fit a few lives in there yet and let you know what's up and what I'm up to. But it might not be the usual unboxing and auction stuff. So keep that in mind. But you'll hear from me. You'll hear from me. Go follow me on Twitter. You'll know what's up then. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I will talk to you sometime next week. We'll figure it out. Update tomorrow.